Elon Musk, you didn't create USAID. The United States Congress did for the American people.
President Musk's illegal takeover of the United States Treasury continues to other departments today, as he sends his Silicon Valley goon squad into the USAID offices and locks out all of the employees, including members of Congress.
We were denied entry based on the order that they received from Elon Musk and DOGE, which just goes to show that this was an illegal power grab.
This whole time, the President Musk thing was a joke, but it turns out Donald Trump really is handing over the reins to someone else. Just like Art of the Deal, he's letting Elon ghostwrite his presidency. Before we dive into it, double check that you're subscribed and make sure to like the video. Thankfully, the Democrats have started organizing and have made an appearance at the USAID office, where things didn't go exactly as planned. Here's Jamie Raskin shortly before entering the building.
Elon Musk, you didn't create USAID. The United States Congress did for the American people. And just like Elon Musk did not create USAID, he doesn't have the power to destroy it. And who's going to stop him? We are. We're going to stop him. Elon Musk, you may have illegally seized power over the financial payment systems of the United States Department of Treasury, but you don't control the money of the American people. The United States Congress does that under Article 1 of the Constitution. And just like the president who is elected to something cannot impound the money of the people, we don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk. And that's going to become real clear.
And then they turned around and headed inside. But it turned out the Department of Homeland Security was there waiting for them to stop them from entering. Not even USAID employees were allowed in office at this time. Instead, Elon's top guys at DOGE, these dweebs who have absolutely no security clearance and no authorization, are going through all of the data at USAID, while Elon Musk arbitrarily decides which ones stay and which ones go. And Donald Trump is just bending over backwards, letting him do whatever he wants. Take a look what he says here.
Elon's doing a good job. He's a big cost cutter. Sometimes we won't agree with it and will not go where he wants to go, but I think he's doing a great job. He's a smart guy, very smart, and he's very much into cutting the budget of our federal government. It's been run by a bunch of radical lunatics, and we're getting them out. USAID, run by radical lunatics, and we're getting them out. And then we'll make a decision.
What an idiotic thing to do, because USAID is mostly for charities, but it's also very important for the United States' presence on the world stage. At the same time that Donald Trump is spending his day losing beefs with Canada and Mexico, Elon Musk is uprooting decades of United States soft power. Even Joe Scarborough, in all of his infinite wisdom, got that right.
For anybody that might want to know why the United States engages in USAID, it's not just charity. It is the ultimate soft power that allows America to have an advantage over China and Russia in the third world, in the global south, because the United States is there, actually not just mining for minerals and precious metals, but also helping people.
But they don't understand the power of building communities. They only understand the power of destruction. And already the conspiracy theories are flying. We've already made a video about their insane lie about condoms. And here's Trump's latest bleach blonde, badly built press secretary spreading some more conspiracy theories.
Through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government.
Fraud, waste, and corruption? I think that's what Donald Trump put on his Christmas list, because we've been living in a corrupted waste bin for the last 2 weeks. Back at the headquarters for USAID, Jamie Raskin and Democrats gave statements about not being let in, and importantly, what they're going to do next.
Well, look, the hardworking employees at the USAID are in the same position as federal workers across the government now. People at the Department of Justice, people at the Department of State, FBI agents are being fired. So you have to go agency by agency to see exactly what everybody's rights are. But here's the general principle of the American civil service, which is you cannot be fired or dismissed or involuntarily reassigned as a matter of political retaliation. And all of this is political retaliation and political discrimination, because the memos that are coming out, such as at the Department of Justice, are saying you are being disciplined or you are being demoted or you're being acted upon because we don't think that you can be loyal to the President of the United States. But they haven't shown that in any way. You've got to make an individual case against each employee with a full administrative due process. You've got to show the evidence against them, and they've got to have an opportunity to argue it. In other words, we are governed by due process and the rule of law here in America as much as Elon Musk and Donald Trump don't like it.
To talk to AID employees because they've been essentially, there's been a gag order imposed on AID employees, so we wanted to learn firsthand what's happening. We were denied entry based on the order that they received from Elon Musk and DOGE, which just goes to show that this was an illegal power grab by someone who contributed $267 billion to the Trump effort in these elections.
Well, I certainly hope Congress takes action, because what is happening here is illegal. It is unacceptable to have a president try through executive power be able to reorganize or remove USAID. This is an entity that was created through federal statute, codified through federal statute, and something that cannot be changed, cannot be removed except through actions of Congress. So the idea that they are moving forward in this way without any notification to us about trying to change federal statute, just shows how much of a power grab this is.
So why are they doing this? Why USAID specifically? USAID makes up like 0.6% of the total US budget, so it's not like they're really saving us a ton of money by doing this. Obviously, if they wanted to go after frivolous government spending, they would cancel all of Elon Musk's contracts with SpaceX and those Tesla recharging stations. It's really just because the conspiracy theories are running rampant on USAID, and Donald Trump and his cohort are a bunch of conspiracy theorist weirdos. For years, USAID has been having to defend itself against conspiracy theories about fraud and corruption. Conspiracy theories that are repeated and amplified by none other than Elon Musk. Notoriously conservative Forbes is even pointing this out. Why is USAID controversial with Trump, Musk, and other Republicans? The agency has funded groups on issues that Republicans and the Trump administration now deem to be controversial, noting a focus on equity and inclusion and LGBTQ rights initiatives in its 2024 annual report. USAID said it also worked with dozens of countries on climate change mitigation efforts last year and mobilized $16.7 billion in outside funding on climate change, while Trump has broadly tried to cut Biden-era climate change programs and get rid of government programs on renewable energy. So clearly, this attack on USAID is purely politically minded. They have a vested interest in their ideology to get rid of these initiatives that help people who are marginalized. And the way they can do that is to demonize USAID with a litany of conspiracy theories. Did USAID fund COVID-19 lab leak? A charge that's been levied at USAID, which Musk amplified Monday, is that the agency sent funds to EcoHealth Alliance, a medical research group that's been targeted by proponents of the theory that COVID-19 originated in a lab in Wuhan, China. While the National Institute of Health has previously raised some concerns with EcoHealth Alliance for failing to properly disclose information, there is no evidence linking the group's work to the COVID-19 pandemic. Did USAID spend $50 million on condoms in Gaza? No. That's good enough for me. Moving on. What does USAID spend its funds on? USAID spent more than $43 billion in 2023, providing aid to approximately 130 countries, primarily Ukraine, followed by Ethiopia, Jordan, DR Congo, Somalia, Yemen, Afghanistan, Nigeria, South Sudan, and Syria. Notice those are African and Middle Eastern countries that Donald Trump thinks are shitholes. Has USAID done anything wrong? Trump officials and Musk's concerns about USAID are primarily based on partisan concerns rather than any actual wrongdoing by the agency. just to point out again how idiotic this whole crusade is. Elon Musk is unofficial and unelected. We're not even sure if he has clearance to see this information, let alone host it on his own servers. The But Her Email crowd is suspiciously quiet right now. DOGE is supposed to be a purely advisory board. They're not supposed to have any actual power, especially not enough power to shut down an agency that's been authorized by Congress. No matter what the Trump office says, they don't even know what kind of clearance he has.
Elon Musk is a special government employee.
Yes.
What kind of security clearance does he have?
I can confirm he's a special government employee. I can also confirm that he has abided by all applicable federal laws. As for his security clearance, I'm not sure, but I can check back with you.
Did he pass a background check, do you know?
I don't know about the security clearance, but I can check.
And do you know about anyone who's on his team that was at USAID this weekend or at Treasury Department, whether they also have security clearances?
I don't know, but I can check on that for you.
Oh, you're going to check on that? You're going to check to make sure he has clearance to put his little fingers in the US Treasury? This administration is an absolute train wreck, and I can only hope that they get their shit together before it hits the fan. I'm Tony Hinderman with Really American, and I'll catch you next time.